I appreciate the comments you made about my hometown, our hometown. It is a great, great place to have grown up, to live, to have worked, to have done business in, to raise my family. And I've always believed in Maple Ridge's huge potential. I think that, and sometimes, and I agree, we don't, those of us that live here see that potential. And I will confess, when I did get the news about us being rated number 5, I was somewhat like the lady on the screen. You know, Maple Ridge, wow. Well, why? And, but you know, down deep, I knew why. And I think that when you do your road trip next year, we'll roll out the red carpet and show folks what we have. Sandy didn't mention earlier that I had an announcement. Council's been working hard on some things, and during the agenda review, as we were prepping for today, staff knows that I like dessert, so I'm the icing. This announcement's kind of the icing on the cake. We had the meat and potatoes earlier, and this is what Council has worked on putting together. You've heard about the outstanding opportunities. You've heard about the potential. There's been some private investment as well as municipal investment in our downtown over the recent years. There's a number of communities that are incredibly envious of what we have in this arts center, the park, the leisure center, the library, our civic facilities. It's in the heart of our community. It's in our downtown. And there's other communities that are trying to reinvent their downtowns in some ways and moving into their core what we already have, and we can build on that. This council has a vision, and we want to see a vibrant, revitalized downtown. It really is the heart of our community. All you have to do is come here on a Saturday with the farmers market or some of the festivals that are going on, Remembrance Day in the park, thousands of people coming into the downtown, coming into our center. But I've said all along, right from my inaugural, we cannot do it on our own. The District of Maple Ridge cannot do it. The premise of a lot of this council's work has been on building relationships and partnerships and doing it together. And that's where you folks come in. We need you to invest as well. So whether you're a property owner, an investor, a developer, a banker, a lender, there's outstanding opportunities here for you to capitalize on Maple Ridge's potential and investment. And for you folks that are in the audience that, you know, we've known each other for years, you're longtime residents, I want you to capitalize on Maple Ridge's potential. I want you to realize some gains and some benefits from what's going to happen over the next coming years. I got a great email last night. Council has advocated and worked hard on some of the investment that we've done in our downtown, and I'll be honest. I got some flack for the work on 224th and down Lougheed. Why are you folks investing in the downtown? We went out and we worked hard and got funding from the provincial and federal levels, and it's outstanding. A bit of a long day yesterday. Checked my emails just before 6:30 or so, going home. Little short 2-line email. The person didn't sign it, but that's okay. Said, you know, I was heading east on Lougheed Highway this afternoon, made a left on 224th. You folks have done an outstanding job on downtown. Way to go. Thank you. So yeah. I spent, you know, a good whack of my life in retail. And you can do lost leaders or you can sell on value. And I believe we don't have to sell Maple Ridge short. I don't think we have to do the $4 or sorry, a 40-cent roll of toilet paper. I think that we've got value that we can sell Maple Ridge on. But having said that, I think, you know, you folks are looking for a reason to invest and some incentives. So council has been working on that with staff's help. We've got a program in place. We've got the details that are going to be rolling out probably the middle of December. And I'm just going to hit a couple of some of the highlights so that I can whet your appetite and get you excited and pumped as well.
I like this guy. I'm going to stay. I'm staying.
I'm probably going on too long. I'm sorry, Sandy. 3-year program that covers the entire regional town center. And we're going to have incentives and tools for qualifying projects. We're going to give your project priority processing. There's going to be development cost charge reductions. There's going to be property tax exemptions for 3 years. And because we want this community to be the best it can be, if you do LEED Silver or beyond, or you use a renewable energy source, there can be an additional 3 years. Building permit fees at 50%, development fees at 50%, facade improvement programs, we're expanding the area for reduced parking standards. If you've got a piece of property that's brownfield that needs remediation, we'll give you support for grant funding applications. We're going to give some building height flexibilities, and we're going to have some comprehensive development guidelines. A couple of just examples, because people like numbers. In the qualifying town center area for projects that's residential, there's opportunity for new construction over 4 or 5 stories, and new construction over $100,000. But we also had some chats about the folks that don't have that $1 million or $2 million to invest in something, and they just want to renovate what they have. So there's a part of the program is any renovations over $20,000. Facade improvements, we've got a great partnership with the BIA. Thank you, Inika, for working so well with us. And that's $10,000 or more. Site preparation work. If you have some work to do to get your site investment ready, there's going to be some property exemptions, property tax exemptions, and priority processing as well. So that's just a few of the things that we have in the works. In closing, again, I just want to thank you for taking the time, investing your time in this morning. I think we got some great information. We have an outstanding community. I think we can all be proud of our community. We have a bright future, and I'm convinced that in a few short years, I won't put a time on that, but we're going to turn around and we're going to go, wow, look what we were and look what we've become. And I look forward to working with you folks on that, and we've got some work to do. Somebody once told me that I was in the wrong job, that I should be writing for Disney, because I want everything to have a happy ending and everybody live happily ever after. I'm not so naive to know that we aren't perfect. We got some work to do, but together, working together, good working relationships, good partnerships, we can get it done, and we're going to have an outstanding community that we can all be proud of. Thank you. And for you, Don, this is hot off the press. This is a history of Maple Ridge and Pitt Meadows, done in photographs by Don Waite, local gentleman, and there's a lot of Maple Ridge history. There's some going back to, well, 1874. And so
back when I worked at Sears.
That's and at least you have hair. I mean, mine's rapidly going and graying. So, anyways, Don, again,
my pleasure.
Heartfelt thanks.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The Mayor's apologizing for taking too long. I think anytime you've got such an exciting program and the incentives he's announcing, it's well worth taking the time. So thank you. And thank you very much to Don and to the REIN team who's here as well. And I'd also like to, in closing, just thank our sponsors once again, Greater Vancouver Real Estate Board, McDonald Realty, and Invest North Fraser.